we're no stranger to these type of games. So we're in close games. Guys came through with stops. Bryant Solabange's block was huge. Lonzo Gaffney's block was huge because sometimes people in this building get frustrated when he misses a shot. Well, just yell at me then. Tell me I'm horrible at my job if Alonzo Gaffney misses a shot. Just start yelling, Hurley, stop, or whatever you want to say. Do not, please avoid the gasps when Alonzo Gaffney missed a shot, because Alonzo Gaffney just helped us win a basketball game by blocking a shot and then securing the ball. So, but that's outside of that, I'm going to stay very positive because I thought it was a great performance, both ends of the floor. Adam Miller was great on offense in the first half. Jamiya Neal had arguably his best all-around game. His block, in the second half was huge, and on Simpson, his dunk and on putback. I mean, it wasn't just his shots off the dribble. So very happy to see him play well. And we have something good happening right now. We just got to bottle it. And just trying to strive to play the kind of basketball we play in the last 10 days or so.
You had 20 first half points on turnover, 8 steals. That kind of propelled you. What did you like about that?
Well, we wanted to be active with Lampkin away from the basket. He's a very good passer for a big guy, and they do a good job cutting off the ball. So I thought that was very good. Bryant had 2 steals himself. He had 7 deflections individually at halftime. We had 21 deflections. It was the most we had all year and a half. So, just pleased with our activity after we pushed their offense out. Outside of, putting them on the line too much, our defense was really good. We just, maybe it's just an outlier type of game because we're very good at being aggressive but not putting teams on the free throw line. And tonight, that just wasn't the case.
It looks like really didn't settle for jumpers. I think you had 28 points in the paint. This team isn't as long as Utah, but obviously they have a lot of length. What did you see there?
So we had a good mixture of that. Just guys, looking to attack the basket, and we wanted to get Lampkin in some ball screen situations where that might be a possibility. And then, I think when we had good looks, we tried to take good shots from 3. So, and our defense helped our offense again. We were able to get out in some transition.
How about the minutes Bryant Solabange had today with Phillips and Gaffney in foul trouble, and his time seems to have diminished a little bit since Sean came back. So what about his contribution today?
I was really happy for him because he works hard. He's every day in and day out he works, and he just had his motor going at a different level than he's had it just with his activity, finishing around the basket, and again guarding and his block. And so this was by far the best we've seen him. He had a good energy about him. So happy to see him play well.
And then for Sean, I know it's only been a few games, and like you mentioned a little bit of obviously the foul trouble tonight, but how do you feel that he's settling in to the offense, but also defensively as well with the guys?
He's a presence, and he'll rebound, and he can finish around the basket. So he's very young, so he's going to get better and better. He's still learning and growing, and he missed a lot of time. Missed over a month during the season. Hard to get that back, those reps. So. We're bringing him along slowly, and he's contributing, and he's very happy that we won, and that's the most important thing.
How about being 4-0 and obviously these 2 caliber wins for you?
Yeah, it's you got to be happy with where you are. I think it shows the guys if we play the right way, we trust each other, we compete like heck on defense like we've been these last few games, that we got a chance to be pretty good. And these last 2 teams that came in here, really good records, playing very well, and then they get De Silva back, which he didn't look like he missed much action. Just how he played, he's really good. And Simpson's one of the best guards, not only in our conference but in the country. And so tough matchups. They're a really good team, so we're happy with where we are today.
Has this been validating just because this December you were talking about the need to get Phillips back, and the Adam Miller situation loomed over you guys for a lot of weeks, and now you're here?
You could be a little bit incomplete, and if you're a little bit incomplete, it could kind of just snowball or torpedo everything. Like you get your vision of what, a big guy inside that has athletic ability and is a rim protector, and a guy like Adam that's, his defense again was really good. Just we had him on Simpson some, and he made shots in the first half, so he helps our shooting from the perimeter. So there's so many things that those two guys bring that now that we have, full complement of players, I think you're starting to see what the potential of the team is.
Are there any adjustments that you can point to credit for the starting Pac-12 play after some rough spots or stretches in
I think it
non-conference?
was soul searching, and after the Northwestern game, and having those hard conversations about what direction do we want the season to go, and everybody needs to sacrifice, and we need to not fight each other. We need to collectively go after our opponent, and I see that our attitude is better, our approach is better, our unselfishness is better, and you could just see there's a better team dynamic right now. Even if we would have lost this game, I would have walked out of here very proud of our effort.
Is there a leadership aspect to that with Frankie or others that you see rising now?
I just think it's been a matter of time and building chemistry, especially when you bring someone like Jose so late into the fold. You have Adam, who desperately wanted to play the first games and couldn't, and even though he's in practice, it's still not the same as playing games. So sometimes it takes time for those guys to mesh properly, to all get on the same page, and I think you're starting to see a level of trust out there between the group when we're on both ends of the floor.
After you all went up 10 second half, they came back a couple times. Just how are you able to weather that storm?
Yeah, I mean, we've been down a lot, and we've had people go at us a lot, and we've had to in much worse situations than that. And I think we we knew it was going to be tough down the stretch. They were making a run at us, and they're a good team, and that's what good teams do. They have really good players, so we just had to have another response, and just happy with the way the guys. We've been talking about free throw shooting a lot here, and to see us make them at key moments late in the game was good to see.
After the way the non-conference ended, you guys obviously you had some soul searching as a team. What was it like going through that and then responding the way that you have in these last couple of games?
I mean, honestly, I felt like it was more of just trying to get more acclimated with each other. It's hard when even Jose's pretty new. Then you add Adam, obviously, and then the lineups keep changing and rotations keep changing, and then obviously Sean is hurt, so now he's coming back. So now we have everybody, and we're showing it, and we got to practice with everybody and try different groups and stuff. So that's what's been helping us. We're more comfortable with each other. So now we look like more of a basketball team out there because we have everybody back and we're playing with each other.
Coach Hurley just said you felt you had your best all-around performance. What is it like to have it all come together, piece together the puzzle?
It definitely feels good for sure. I mean, it's always been there, but obviously I haven't been off to the start I wanted to have this season, but it's a long season. I'm just trying to get better game by game and just help our team win. Tonight I seen that a lot of guys weren't, we were starting to a slow start, so, I tried to bring my energy in the game every way I can, rebounding, scoring, deflections, any way I can.
How much did the Stanford game help? Because you guys were coming off the tough Christmas and the non-conference, and then you pull that close one out at Stanford, and it seems like you've just kind of been on a good roll since then.
Yeah, I just think we had to take a deep breath. We since I've been here, we've never been a team that I would say starts off slow. We've had a lot of close games, a lot of comebacks, and I think before we were overreacting a little bit. Every time we go to Stanford, for some reason we had to come back and win, so that was good for us to go up there and get a win. And then obviously we went to town and got a second win. So that just seeing what we did that helped us win, and just trying to keep doing that the next game, and that's just been helping us.
You seem to go to a different level in the second half. Just what led to that?
Honestly, just my teammates. Everybody show game. They see it, and that's what we do here. We're happy for our brothers. We're happy for everybody's success. The other day, Frankie and Jose had it going, and I had 9 or 8 points, but I was feeding them and making sure we win. It's no matter who night it is, as long as we get the win, that's all that matters.
And I know it's been a few games of working Adam and obviously Sean and, like you said, with the rotations, but how do you feel if they're adjusting to you guys? How are you guys adjusting to them on the court?
I think it's adjusted pretty well. We're 4-0 to start the conference, so I think it's been working pretty good. We still got some kinks to work out, obviously, with the aggressiveness on defense and not fouling and the offensive timing and stuff like that. But I think it's been pretty good.
All right, we got Adam Miller, Jamiya. If you want to jump out, you're good. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Matt.
Adam Miller's joining us.
So Adam, I mean, the last few weeks have been absolutely nuts for you. Thinking you're not going to play this year, then you get
the eligibility approved, not only you, but a lot of players in your position. Let's talk about what the last few weeks have been on the court and off the court for you.
Tough. You know, I thought about this a couple days ago. I was like, everybody kept asking me like and telling me you must be so happy to be playing. Honestly, I was really honestly still upset. I told them I was happy, you know, to be able to be playing, but you know, being able, like last summer was the first summer since before I tore my ACL that I actually had a full summer to actually prepare for a season. And as I prepared my ass off, I worked so hard, I worked with these guys, went out overseas with these guys, played with them, didn't play no scrimmage, didn't get barely any of the non-conference games. So I think it was upsetting, you know, but I was just grateful for the opportunity. And, you know, I've just been trying to, like, this game, coming home, I've just been trying to find my rhythm, you know, because that first game I came out pretty hot, and I think I kind of let it think, like, okay, I'm good now. Then that second game, I'm like, okay, I got to still work my way back into this. So I think this week for me was, you know, just finding a rhythm, and I got a good rhythm in this game.
When you get off to a start like that, though, obviously, I know coaches talked about hitting open shots, but getting off to that start like that, how do you feel it propelled the team?
Honestly, I asked Coach about this, I think yesterday, not yesterday, before the week started, and I thought about it today. Because I asked him, like, what do you need me to do, or like any tips, because, you know, Coach played, he was a great player, he's a great coach, and I just wanted to listen to him, and he was like, you know, making shots. He's like, I know it's not easy, and he says, I feel like you can propel the team when you hit your shots, and, you know, I thought about that. I'm like, let me just find my rhythm this week, and I think after that first game, you know, I didn't have the most points, but I played efficient, my team was rolling, Frankie was rolling, Jose was rolling, you know, I just kind of found my niche, and I think it kind of does propel the team when I'm hitting shots like that.
Do you kind of feel like the team has found a rhythm along with you this last, you know, 4-game stretch in Pac-12 play?
I think so. I think it's not necessarily with me, as I kind of did just say, you know, with me hitting shots, we get a rhythm, but I think we just have everybody. I think everybody's kind of, you know, dialing in and locking into the team, and, you know, it's not about us anymore, you know. I think at certain points in times with people out and people not necessarily knowing their roles, because we got people here, people there. So, you know, for us to finally have our team fully together, you finally get to see our full potential.
You guys have been competing on the defensive end. First half tonight was very good. You had a good performance against Utah. It seems like that's what this team can thrive when you do that. Can you just talk about your role in that and how that's functioning?
Honestly, I think before we played Utah, we watched clips of them playing Utah right before we came out against Utah. I saw them last year, how they played them. And at first, before, like, I do my own scout, and I'm like, God dang, these guys, they're good. You know, I went into the game like, oh, they're good. The guy was guarding Madsen, I'm watching his clips, I'm like, bro, he might shoot it better than me. He shoots the mess out the ball. So when I watched their clips, I'm like, I watched Houston when they played them. Then I watched their clips last year. I'm like, they really got into them. So I think that kind of motivated me to kind of dial it up a notch, and my team just followed. Like, we have certain people who can do it. Like Jamiya can do it. Frankie's really good at it. I mean, I think, does he still lead the country in steal? I don't know, but he was leading the country in steal. So, you know, we got guys who can defend the ball, and, you know, I think that just plays to our strengths, because then we can get out and run and get threes like I got tonight and layups.
Adam, what's it been like kind of playing in this environment at DFA, and what is it finally like for you to just kind of get in here and really now get a sense for it as a player, not just on the bench?
Oh, I love the energy out there. You know, for whoever was out there, I think everybody was dialed in. I think, like I said, I think people were giving people something to believe in, and, you know, I felt the aura the whole time I was in here, and I'm like, this is something that we can thrive off of with this fan base and with the people that come in this arena and cheer us on. It felt good, you know, having your family in the stands. You know, that helps you. Like I said, it wasn't easy for me coming back, but, you know, I knew that once I got to playing here, I'd find me at least a little bit of rhythm, so where I can just put my foot a little bit through the door, and that's kind of all we needed. I mean, I felt like that was what I needed to get it going along and join my team and help them push this farther.
In addition to that offensive rhythm you're talking about, the defensive aspect of your game, does it feel like that's something that you can really control and just have on a night-to-night basis because of how much it's based on effort and that sort of thing?
Yeah, it's 100% effort. Then comes IQ, knowing what you can do, when you can be aggressive, when to be aggressive. You know, I've only played, I think, this is my 3rd year, but this is honestly my 4th year. I've seen a lot of coaches. I've played in a lot of systems. Defense is what you need to win these type of games. I think that's how we pulled this game out. I think Alonzo got that last block. That's how you win games. And for me, I understand it. Like, I've always been a 3-and-D guy, so, you know, it's second nature for me. And to be a leader, I feel like I can always lead in that aspect on the floor, vocally and, you know, just showing it. You know, as a leader, you can always say you want to do it, but you just got to show it, you know. And I think that kind of helps our team too.
With the 3-point shooting, just coming out of the gate, what do you think led to that, and just how do you guys keep that going with the solid 3-point shooting, you know, as you go through conference play?
Honestly, yes, the Utah game, we shot it surprisingly good. I was kind of surprised by that. So, but with me, I think I just tried to focus on the little things like my feet. I think I know why I missed all my threes in the second half. I came off the curl. I didn't face up fully and line my shot straight up. That's why I missed every one. But I think as a team, we've just been dialed in, and, you know, we just, like I tell all these guys, just step in. When I went into my slump, I noticed I was thinking about my shot the whole time up, and my rhythm was off. Now I'm just like, just let it go. And, you know, I tell my teammates that. I told Jose that. He's been shooting it well. You just got to let it go. Once you trust your mechanics, you just got to trust it.
Who are the people who have really kind of helped you through kind of the ups and downs, the mental challenges of the recent months?
Man, I got to give a lot of credit to my coach, Nick Irvin, my mom, you know what I'm saying, and maturity. I'm just, you know, I'm not a freshman anymore. My freshman year, I had a lot of shooting nights, and I had some nights it's like, who the hell's out on the court? You know, you can't have that, you know what I'm saying? Especially if I want to lead this team to where as far as we want to go, because everybody could think they want to take it as far as we can, but I know how far we can take it. So for me, I gotta just go in there and do what I gotta do, and I can't get mad at myself for missing a shot against the next play. And that's how I want to lead my teammates. Like, look, I love to play this game. I've had it taken away from me, so, you know, I try to remind myself, like, look, this was taken away from me. So at the end of the day, you got to go out there. You have to perform, yeah, but let's at least have fun, move on to the next play, and be mature about what you're doing. You know, we get paid now also, so it's like.
Yeah. Is there anything that, you know, specifically that your mom or Coach Irvin said to you during this time?
I remember even just out there when I drove it, I can't say exactly what he said after shoot that, but he told me to shoot that, and then I didn't see a three, but I drove it and I was aggressive and I got to the free throw line and knocked down 2 free throws. So little things like that. And he coached me in high school, so especially when I went 1 for 10. Yeah, they just told me in there, yeah, hurry up 1 for 10. So that's
just on the aspect of getting the team to where they want to be, Coach Hurley said you guys went through a little bit of soul searching after that road trip, and specifically after non-conference play, it seemed like there was a lot of good communication tonight just across the team. How do you feel you guys are, you know, kind of meshing together as an aspect of trying to get toward those goals you guys have before?
Listen, we've always had a good team. Like, if you looked at the structure of our team, it may look crazy. Like, it looks crazy how it's built. The team is built. We come out with that starting 5, and we look short. We look, you know, Jose is like 6'4", posting up 6'7" guys. It looks crazy, but I'm telling you, we got some good guys. We got guys who know what they're doing, and we got guys who know their roles, and you know, we just bought in. It just kind of clicked. It was one game. When we won that first game in the conference against Stanford, it just started rolling a little bit at the end of that game. Then we played California, started rolling a little bit at the end of that game. Then the Utah game, we kind of built some rhythm. And I knew that if we could win this game, it was like, okay, now we just take it week by week. I think it's just timing, you know?
Seems like every single time that it's a 5-point game or less in these last few minutes, you guys always find a way to win. What's it about this team that you guys have closed so well, even, you know, as maybe you don't play so well in some of the other games?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I'd be out there like, oh, honestly, I can only speak for myself. I'd be out there sometimes like, oh, I hope they don't score, because that team didn't give up. Like, it kept seeming. I'm like, geez. I'm like, because I was getting tired at the end. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was like, geez, what's his name? Simpson wasn't stopping. I'm like, dang. But
Will you guys defense prepare you for the next game?
yeah, for sure. We could touch on that, and that goes. All credit goes to Coach Kimbrough, his scout, and everything. We look at everything. I mean, all of us watch our own film. We watch our mistakes, and defense has been a big emphasis, and it's what we're going to continue to do. That's how we get a lot of buckets off of that. So we got to have fun on that end. And for me, I just try to be a junkyard dog out there. Honestly, like be the big brother who's going to punk everybody who thinks that they're going to come here and play, and it's going to be soft or easy, because it's not going to be that.